moments are imposed by a combination of challenges and opportunities. Challenges because Nigerians are passing through unintended economic challenges occasioned by a few of the bold policy decisions taken this administration. Opportunities because our economy is being refined and recalibrated for better future. And when that life is a stronger pedestal for good governance. Economic prosperity for the nation remains the ultimate goal of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFI, because it is the engine that drives progress, lifts families out of poverty, and builds strong, resilient societies. To achieve this goal, we must enjoy peace and stability because it is the cornerstone upon which we build trust, cooperation, and shared purpose.
To add some detail to what the distinguished Secretary of Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume has said. And in doing that, we would like to highlight in some detail some of those key policies and decisions taken by this administration to put Nigeria back on the track to sustained prosperity that all of us so desire. Of course, the SGF has mentioned so many areas, but I want to add what is not so much news, again, but we need to state it out, is that the national minimum wage has now come into effect. Only a few days ago, as all of you know, the President has signed 70,000 naira minimum wage into law. Now, what is worthy of mention here, as you know, is that the position was 68,000. In his wisdom, the President engaged further with key stakeholders and arrived at 70,000 naira, which was sent to the National Assembly and which has now been signed into law. The next thing is the local government autonomy. Now, all of us know that most Nigerians are residing in these local areas at the local government level. And we know what the local government arrangement have become in the last 2 decades. And so, the President, in his wisdom, also approached through the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, the Supreme Court, for an interpretation of the local government autonomy as enshrined in our Constitution. And it is no longer news that the local government now have full autonomy. Now, what this means is that it is also bringing governance closer to the people at the grassroots.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Democrat to the core, he believes in federalism, he believes in freedom of speech and human rights. His concern, and that of many people in this country and even beyond, is that the protest would remain peaceful and orderly, such that the gains that have been made over the last 12 to 15 months should not be dissipated, that the momentum that has been achieved in turning around the Nigerian economy should not be dislodged, disturbed, or dislocated. I think amongst many other well-meaning Nigerians, the President truly understands the concerns that are being expressed, particularly the high and elevated cost of living, which is not peculiar to Nigeria at this stage. With wars in Ukraine, Gaza, and even Sudan, there's disruption around the world, and there has not even been a full recovery from COVID. So inflation is high around the world. Costs are high around the world. And with our import dependency for raw materials and so forth, we too are feeling the effect.
Strategy. We campaigned on it. That strategy is the renewed hope agenda. The summary of it is that it is designed to confront our reality. It's a strategy to restore an economy that works for all while supporting those who are vulnerable. It is based on appreciation of the fact that we are not where we want to be, and maybe there's no debate about that. Just yesterday, Bismarck Rewani presented a 50-year data from 1960 to 60-year data to show that since our independence, our rate of growth has been lower than our aspirations.
One is this: the rot that this administration met in office when it came into office, the national rot straddled all strata of national life. To controvert that is to deceive oneself. 2, Nigeria since 1960, or perhaps more empirically, since oil was discovered and exploited, Nigeria as a nation, as a society, has shifted attention away from other regenerative, constructive sectors of the economy, like agriculture, like solid minerals, and other sectors, manufacturing, industries, and stuff. And all of these have cumulative effect on our national economy. And because of the effect, the economic buoyancy through the free flow of petrodollars over several decades, even our values as a society took a downward trend. We abandoned the age-old values of morality, of discipline, of cultural ethos, and all of this percolated down into even our consumption patterns, economic consumption patterns. All of these things are bound to have an effect down the road. So we are going through the paroxysms of the effect of economic miasma